who would have thought we would have had a 7th annual Ohio River Watershed celebration? Thank you for coming. Hey, raise your hand if this is the first time you've been to one of these. That's great. That's great. Well, we've got some excitement planned for you, and we have 2 new things this year, and I'll tell you about one, and Margaret will tell you about the other one. And one of those is a focus on energy, which is new this year. We have table displays at the back. We are going to have 3 folks talking at 1:30 down here after we have the Watershed Awards, and we're going to have a speaker about 2:15. We'll be down here till about 2:15, and then somebody from the Corps of Engineers is going to talk as we walk through the Emsworth Lock and Dam. How many of you have never been through a lock and dam before? Okay, that's always fun to watch. So, thanks again for coming, and now we have Margaret Dunn that will talk to you about our second exciting change this year.
Really, before I get started, please come down. All the Watershed groups, come down, because we want you to enjoy what the rest of what all the Watershed groups and all the sponsors have been able to do with the awards that we're giving. And as far as Maggie mentioning a second new thing that we're doing, it seems to me like we're doing a lot more new things, but one of them is, as you have noticed, is the student boat that we have, the Imagination Cruise. This is something that we did because last year we had to turn away people, and that's not in our spirit. We love to work with people from the watershed, and the watershed is everybody. Everybody who lives in the watershed is a part of this. And so when we had to do that, with the encouragement and support of Maggie Hall and many of ours like John Dawes and many of the other people that we work with, we decided to go ahead and do a student boat. And I thought, okay, our problem is solved. We have everything taken care of. We will not have to turn anyone away. But guess what happened? The student boat was filled in 1.5 days. There were people, as many people that are on that boat wanted to go. So I'm still upset that we couldn't accommodate everyone. But if anybody has any ideas, there's next year. So we're very excited about that. Will Taylor from Jennings Environmental Education Center is doing a wonderful job. And he is a great organizer, and a lot of us wanted to try and help Will do what he did and what he's doing. And the thing that I said is, nobody help Will. Let him do it himself. And the turnout is amazing. He has, I think, 21 different organizations that are helping him with the student boat. That's probably more organizations together in one place doing a student activity that is non-school related. So we're very excited about that. The other thing is that we're excited how this is growing and the number of people that just keep supporting us. People have come up to me, and they come up today and they say, well, who's in charge? Who's in charge? There is nobody in charge here. This is something that has just started and just keeps going because people enjoy it and love getting together and talk about something that we all have a passion for, and that is our watershed and our stewardship of our watershed. And none of this would have been possible without our sponsors. This is done free of charge, but we could not do this without our generous sponsors who just give us the money so that we can have this every year. And I want to mention them. And please, if you see these people with a sponsor tag on, go up and thank them. If we do not have the sponsors, we cannot do this. We are not government funded. We have no grants. These are just businesses who believe in us. And I want to thank, for instance, the Foundation for Pennsylvania Watersheds, John Dawes. He believed in us when nobody else believed in us. And I want to thank Consol Energy. Energy, Consol Energy, a large coal company who graciously every year gives us money so we can do this because they believe that we all have to get together to solve our problems. The Spectroscopy Society of Pittsburgh. I guess I don't have to say much about them. Everybody knows who they are. The American Waterworks Association, they volunteer and help us organize this too, which we very much appreciate. And they are the people responsible for keeping the water when you turn your tap on and it's clean and you can drink it. These are the people that make that possible. We have Merriman Inc. Now here's something different. This is a chemical company that helps treat mine drainage, and the head of it came up to me one day and said, "This is interesting what you're doing. Let me help you." And I'm thinking, okay. So she's here, and so please stop by and thank her for this. She's from Neville Island. Then there's Municipal Authority of Westmoreland County. That's a company that keeps our water clean that we can drink. Then Pennsylvania American Water. A lot of the work that we do in the Slippery Rock Watershed, that goes right down to some of the intakes of Pennsylvania American Water. And they just came to us and said, we appreciate what the watershed groups are doing. The Dominion Foundation, a large gas company supporting all this work with the watershed groups. Westview Water Authority. Westview Water Authority. Marcia Reinstadler. She is the one who does all of the registration. Bless her. How she does it, I will never know. And Joe Dinkle, who will be talking later, and he will be giving some of the narration. They're located on Neville Island. And then Commonwealth Connections Academy. This is a new group. This is an education group. We're going to keep doing this. More education. Plasti. That's a business that impregnates railroad ties with plastic to keep the environment from receiving creosote. They're one of ours, and thank you. And then Jane Nugent, who could not be with us, but it was great she got a chance to greet you all. 241 Computers, who do all of the our online work. So we thank them, and we could not do any of it without them. So I also wanted to say we have about 40 watershed groups and foundations here. We have 70 displays. 2 coal companies are here. 6 colleges, Westminster, Duquesne, Slippery Rock University, Wheeling Jesuit, Penn State, and Pitt. They're all here. And isn't that great that we can be together? Local government agencies. This is always a surprise to me. They're coming here to see what we're doing, and we're all part of the group. Butler County, Allegheny County, Pittsburgh, Cranberry Township, representatives, the Steel Valley COG. They are just wonderful. Local authorities and the state agencies, and 2 federal agencies of here, U.S. Office of Surface Mining and U.S. EPA. We can't thank you enough for coming and making this happen.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're called cows that just had a baby cow. Oh. Decaffeinated. I do what I do. I also want to thank everybody for coming and to thank all the sponsors for making this happen. We just thank you, thank you, thank you. And what was just a dream 7 years ago has turned into maybe 3 votes this year.